Good afternoon and welcome to this vital playoff match between Sunderland, who are fighting to keep their second division status, and Gillingham, who are equally determined to win that place in next year's second division. And there we see the Sunderland side in these tense moments before the match gets underway. On their side, Bob Stokoe keeps faith with Ian Hesford in goal. At number 2, Paul Lemon. At 3, Alan Kennedy. At 4, Steve Doyle. At 5, Frank Gray. At 6, the captain, Gary Bennett. At 7, Gordon Armstrong. At 8, Mark Proctor. At 9, Keith Birchin. At 10, Dave Swindlehurst. And at 11, Eric Gates. And the Sunderland substitute is the man who caused Sunderland's first goal by volleying a shot against the underside of the bar and forcing a penalty. That's David Corner. He is this afternoon's Sunderland substitute. There is the mascot, and his name is Russell Thompson. He's 7 years old, from North Farm, Sunderland, and he goes to the Grindon Infant School. Russell is very keen on Subbuteo, and he's a Sunderland fanatic. He comes to every home match and collects autographs and photographs, and he's a lifelong supporter of the club, as is his father. Now come Gillingham, leading 3-2 thanks to their first leg victory at the Priestfield Stadium last Thursday. On their side, Phil Kite is in goal, Paul Haylock at 2, Graham Pearce at 3, Les Berry at 4, Trevor Quow at 5, Colin Greenall the captain at 6, Howard Pritchard at 7, Mark Weatherly at 8, David Smith at 9, Carl Elsey at 10, and leading goal scorer and era international Tony Cascarino at 11. And their substitute is the former Middlesbrough striker David Shearer. There's an excellent crowd here at Roker Park, and still fans trying to get in to watch this, what really is Sunderland's most important match in their 108-year history. If they do get through this match, then they have another challenge to face from the winners of the Swindon-Gillingham playoff, and those playoffs will take place next Friday here at Roker Park if Sunderland get through, and away to the winners of that other tie next Monday. And onto the field are coming the 3 match officials. The referee is Mike Peck from Kendal. He's in his 10th season as a Football League referee, being appointed to the Football League in 1977. He is the central figure. On his left is Trevor Moore from Bradford with the yellow flag, and on the linesman's right is Fred Young from York with the red trim flag. Fred Young on the left as we look at the 2 linesmen standing near the ball in the centre circle. So all 3 match officials are very experienced indeed. And the conditions of this match is that Sunderland must win in order to have a chance of going through to the next round of the playoffs, the final round. If they draw or lose, it's Division 3 next year. If Sunderland win by 1 goal, then at the end of 90 minutes, extra time will be taken into consideration. And after that, the away goals will come into effect. So the away goals don't count until after the end of the extra time period. And whichever team wins after that will go through. If Gillingham were to lose 3-2 here to Sunderland, that would mean identical away goals, and then the match would go into penalties. And what a finish that would be. Penalties to decide Sunderland's fate for next season. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Let's hope that either Sunderland or Gillingham can see it off without having to go that far. And the 2 captains, Gary Bennett and Colin Greenall, are now about to spin up for choice of ends. And little can the mascot know how important this match is to both sides. 7 years of age he is. And it looks as though Sunderland won the toss and have elected to attack the Roker end in the first half. Referee Mike Peck having a last word with Sunderland's young mascot. And Russell Thompson, the mascot, has now gone down the tunnel, and no doubt he'll enjoy what the match this afternoon. Bob Stokoe in a trilby hat this afternoon as opposed to his normal white hat. Must have been disappointed at seeing Sunderland take the lead down at Gillingham, only to lose it. And he can thank Mark Proctor, who scored both goals at Gillingham, for the fact that Sunderland have a deficit of only 1 goal this afternoon. So the match gets underway. The Jills, as Gillingham are known, kick off. That's Paul Haylock, ex-Norwich. And the man with the headband, Colin Quo, the captain, a la Steve Foster, once Brighton, now of Luton, and Paul Haylock with that throw now. And obviously Gillingham after an early goal there is a first time shot. And that came in from Carl Elsey, but Ian Hesford judged that one right as it flashed past the post. Lemon, Proctor, that's Steve Doyle trying to get the cross in, but Gillingham got that one away safely enough. And that was a long through ball from Dave Swindlehurst, playing in a much more defensive role than we normally see him. Looks as though he's even playing in the back four. Or perhaps I think Frank Gray looks as though he's playing at sweeper with the back four alongside him. So Sunderland looking as though they have a 5-man defence. Throw then to Gillingham. Cascarino flicks on and is fouled into the bargain. Dave Swindlehurst, the offender. So Gillingham, who've opened very brightly. David Smith there. Trevor Quo has gone up there as well. That's him running away to your right. But David Smith take the free kick. Flighted ball, and it's there. Oh, Gillingham scored in the 2nd minute, and the scorer is Howard Pritchard, the Welsh international. A lovely free kick floated across from David Smith, and he found the head of Howard Pritchard perfectly, and the Welsh international gives Gillingham a shock lead after just 2.5 minutes play. So it's Sunderland 0, Gillingham 1. So if Sunderland's task was hard before, it's that they have a mountain to climb now. Sunderland, remember, must win this afternoon's game to have a chance of staying in Division 2. But they have find themselves a goal down. And Swindlehurst nearly robbed again there. Now can Gates make up for it, headed away by Quo. Proctor leaves it for Bennett. That's a bad ball by Bennett. And several Sunderland banners across on the far side, which we may get a shot of. There they are. So Sunderland have plenty of support here. Cascarino beats Swindlehurst in the air, but Kennedy covering. Gillingham come forward once more. Trevor Quo. Pearce. Long ball looking for the goal scorer Howard Pritchard, but Pritchard can't reach that one. Paul Lemon has pushed further forward, so 4 men left now in the Sunderland defence, and that was Paul Lemon winning a free kick for Sunderland. Proctor to take the kick. That's Steve Doyle alongside him. Bennett going through the picture, going forward to advert to Sunderland's attack. They must attack now. Proctor with the free kick. 6 Sunderland men inside the penalty area. Same for the far post, looking for Bennett. Bennett, I think, got the flick on. No, the defender did, so it's Sunderland's throw. Gordon Armstrong with the long one. Looks for the head of Bennett. Bennett looked to be pushed there, but goal kick given. Bennett stumbled under that challenge, but referee Mike Peck was in a good position to see. And no chance of the penalty. Howard Pritchard again for Gillingham. Gillingham quite prepared to come forward, but Kennedy has the ball for Sunderland at the moment. Tries to slot it through for Proctor, but Proctor brushed off the ball. Cascarino to Quo. Cascarino. Smith. And that was Pearce's through ball. Another chance for Gillingham. And the corner, Bennett got to the ball at the last minute. A late run from Carl Elsey. And Gillingham certainly looked sharp. Gillingham have twice finished 4th and have got nowhere, but the playoffs have come to their rescue this season, and they're certainly taking advantage of it so far. Pritchard with the corner. Low central one, not cleared away by Sunderland properly. Elsey. Kennedy controls it, but only Gates up front. Gates gets the header, but it's cleared by Brino. Cascarino. Underhand ball by Bennett. And the whole of the Sunderland side, except Eric Gates, have come back to try and clear this danger. That's Proctor just gone out of shot, the nearest man to the ball. That's him. Swung across again. Gillingham got the header on target. That was Cascarino this time, the man who scored the hat-trick against Sunderland last Thursday. Sunderland win the throw. Armstrong leaves the throw for Kennedy. Gates tries to turn, looking, he tried to let it go for the goal kick at Paul Haylock, but Gates forced it out for the throw to Gillingham. Paul Haylock, formerly with Norwich. Sunderland must hit back as quickly as they can. That's Proctor. Kennedy. Kennedy loses out to Howard Pritchard. No Gillingham players forward at the moment though, so he has to carry it forward and eventually runs the ball out of play. Kennedy takes the throw quickly. Bennett. Hesford. That one's looking for Birchin. Birchin gets there. Brave header that one was by Keith Birchin. Proctor. And all this Sunderland possession is thanks to that Birchin header. Now Gates. Lovely pass from Kennedy. Gates has Armstrong in support. But the corner is given. So Mark Proctor goes across to take it. And there you see the evidence of the Gillingham support just behind the invalid section, the Gillingham FC banner, and that's the Gillingham supporters just above Mark Proctor's head. Half cleared, hooked away by David Smith. Kennedy, Gray, a high one back into the area, Gates underneath it but doesn't get it. And two Sunderland men run into trouble. Smith has it for Gillingham. Quo. And the whole of that far section is Gillingham supporters. Looks to be getting on for 1,000 supporters in there who've made the long trip up from Kent, and all credit to them for doing so. That's Steve Doyle back to his keeper. A long kick from the goalkeeper. Can Sunderland get in? Lemon is brought down. A free kick. Colin Greenall, the offender. And this is Mark Proctor territory. This is the kind of position from which Mark Proctor likes a shot at goal, and sure enough, that's him on the ball at the moment. Bennett's gone up there to join him. Also over the ball, Gordon Armstrong. Just behind is Kennedy. That's him, hands on hips, just to the left of picture. A five-man Gillingham defensive wall being pulled back the required 10 yards. So either Proctor or Alan Kennedy can hit them as well, but it may well be Proctor with the curler. It is just over. Beat the wall, but curled the ball just over the top. Generous applause for an intelligent free kick. Quo flicks on. Cascarino. Still Cascarino. Does well. Pritchard. But Pritchard can't stop the ball going into touch. It's a free kick, in fact. Referee's arm upraised, which means it's indirect. Gates flicks on. Birchin. Lemon. In comes Proctor, but the clearance is made just in time. Rather hastily. Doyle. Proctor, but no Sunderland man far enough forward. So Sunderland beginning to warm up, having been caught cold by that second-minute goal from Pritchard, thanks to David Smith's cleverly flighted free kick. Cascarino fouls Swindlehurst, and those two look as though they're going to be in for a fine aerial battle this afternoon. Swindlehurst himself with the free kick. Across to Kennedy. Back to Gray. Not a very good pass. Gray had to go back to get it. And Swindlehurst lets it run to Doyle. Proctor, good header forward. Lemon going forward, hoping for the mistake, but it doesn't come. And it's good to see Paul Lemon back in the side. And a little off the ball incident there. Referee Mike Peck spotted that between Cascarino and Swindlehurst, and Cascarino concedes another free kick to Sunderland. Gray to take it. Gray taking a long time over this kick before he eventually wastes it completely by finding David Smith of the opposition. David Smith too wastes the ball. Doyle has it for Sunderland. Proctor. 1-2 with Gates, but Gates tries to find Armstrong. Ball loose, Armstrong battling away as ever. And it took the combined efforts of two men to get the ball away into touch. That's typical day Gordon Armstrong play. Alan Kennedy with the throw. Gray, the covering player, Dave Swindlehurst. The ball in the area, but it's safely cleared. Although Elsie made a mess of that clearance, but Quao brings it away. Cascarino can't keep it in. Swindlehurst. Gray. Doyle. Bennett stayed forward and got the flick on, but straight to the goalkeeper. Remember, Sunderland have to score twice and prevent Gillingham from scoring to make the aggregate level. Birchin has a chance now. Birchin is brought down. Where is the ball? No foul, said the match officials. Gates complaining to the referee. It must have been close, but Colin Greenough got away with that one. Cascarino versus Swindlehurst yet again. Quao. That was an awkward one for Carl Elsie to control, and Sunderland have the throw. So plenty of incident here at Roker Park at both ends. Quao. Elsie. Good play by Swindlehurst. Gates, well beaten in the air. Proctor. Kennedy wants it on the far side and gets it. Plays it forward. Gates onside. If he can get this one, he can. And it's the equaliser from Eric Gates. Sunderland won, Gillingham won. A lovely through ball from Alan Kennedy, perfectly weighted for Eric Gates. And it was just a question of who would win the race, the goalkeeper or Eric Gates. Thankfully for Sunderland, Eric Gates has got the equaliser. So in the 16th minute, Sunderland won, Gillingham won. Eric Gates, the scorer. And that's brought the crowd back to life. Sunderland have threatened a time or two since Gillingham scored, but that was a perfectly weighted ball from the ex-Liverpool player Alan Kennedy. Gates knew it was coming, timed his run perfectly, beat the offside trap and equalised for Sunderland. But it's still only 1-1, and Gillingham have shown that when they come forward they can be very dangerous. Doyle beats Quao. Lemon. Across comes David Smith, and he wins the throw off the boot of Paul Lemon. But 1-1 is certainly better than 0-1. Doyle wins that one. First time ball looking for Birchin. And Sunderland have won a free kick. Obstruction. Indirect again. They can clearly see the referee's arm was upraised. But for some reason there it is, going back up. Proctor with the free kick. All Sunderland's big men in that penalty area. Far post, Swindlehurst knocks it back, hooked away by Quao. Armstrong knocks it back for Gray. Gray will push it back into that area. Birchin under it. Bennett, will it bounce? Not quite. Tries to get through 2 or 3 men, still has it, but he's had to go wide, and that one could well go for the goal kick. It's a corner. So all sorts of pressure being put on that Gillingham goal now. Armstrong with the corner for Sunderland. Gates at the moment on his own in the 6-yard area. Bennett on the goal line. It's in towards Bennett. Cleared for Gillingham. Not far. Back in by Doyle. Away by Greenall. And there's a foul by Gordon Armstrong on David Smith to relieve the pressure on the Kent side. And these two managers, Bob Stokoe and Keith Peacock, know each other very well. Keith Peacock in his 6th season as manager with Gillingham, and he was the first substitute ever used in league football on the 21st of August 1965 at Bolton when he was playing for Charlton Athletic, and Bob Stokoe was manager of Charlton Athletic at the time. Gates picks up a loose ball in midfield. That's Lemon herring through. Played for Doyle. Gates holds, lays it off for Lemon. Armstrong, his layoff wasn't quite good enough. Gillingham come away. Cascarino and Swindlehurst again. Swindlehurst again is fouled. And Swindlehurst doing very well in his unaccustomed role at right back this afternoon. Tony Cascarino is a very, very difficult man to play against. Strong, skillful. That was Greenall. Ball loose in midfield. Quao and dangerous kicking against Armstrong. Free kick to the visitors. Colin Greenall. As the rain starts to come down again at Roker Park. Away by Swindlehurst. Finds Birchin too. Lemon. Lemon still with the ball. Doyle on the overlap. Lemon holds, but then is beaten, but the ball goes to Proctor. Mistake by Quo there. Good ball from Armstrong to Doyle. Across to the penalty area. Gates is there and scores! Oh, what a beautiful goal. Armstrong, Doyle, across, found Gates perfectly. And it's Sunderland 2, Gillingham 1. 2 goals in 5 minutes for Sunderland have completely changed the picture. What a comeback by Sunderland. Sunderland 2, Gillingham 1. After the shock 2-minute goal by Pritchard for Gillingham had given the southern side a 3-1 aggregate, a 4-2 rather, aggregate lead. It's now 4-all on aggregate, but if it stays like this without any more goals, Sunderland would go through on the away goals rule. But they would have to suffer extra time. Gray. Still Gray. Good play by him. Experienced play. Now Kennedy in space can make a long run here. It was he who set up the first goal. Forward for Armstrong, and again that's a lovely pass from Kennedy. Armstrong beaten by the combined efforts of Weatherly and Haylock, and it's Haylock bringing the ball away out of defence. Bennett battles away for it though, wins it, and then Armstrong concedes the free kick, bringing Haylock down. It's all action here at Roker Park in front of a very big crowd. Halfway through the first half, Sunderland lead 2-1. Both goals scored by Eric Gates. Haylock's free kick. 4-1 by Alan Kennedy, but Gray there. Back in by Les Berry. Cascarino close, hooked away by Bennett. And a free kick. A look of disappointment on the face of the Gillingham player, but the free kick given, and Frank Gray can clear the danger. Gray looking for Birchin. Birchin gets there, but it's eventually cleared. Pritchard Free kick against Pritchard, and referee Mike Peck is not one to stand nonsense like that. Reaction from the players, and Pritchard rather angry about that decision. Gray to Kennedy. Kennedy to Gates's feet. Gates tried to get the ball over, but good defending by Gillingham. Doyle going in strongly, but overhits his pass. So Gillingham break. Free kick. Proctor, the man to concede it. Proctor says he dived. Referee Mike Peck smiles and says he didn't. So Graham Pearce to take the free kick for Gillingham. Away by Armstrong, helped out by Proctor. Berry back in. Pritchard inside, and Sunderland concede the corner. And these are always anxious moments. Across goes David Smith to take it. Les Berry and Mark Weatherly on the goal line. Cascarino, you can just see to the left of your picture. And lurking just to the right of picture, Berry. Away by the Sunderland defence. But the danger not yet cleared. Again, Sunderland get the ball away. Proctor nearly misses it. Gray has to take it away. Robbed by Pritchard. Gray sticks to his job. Pritchard can't turn. Gray very, very close to his man. Good defending by Gray, but the ball still coming across that Sunderland goal. An important touch by Swindlehurst. And the throw in for Sunderland. And that was a fine example of good defending by Frank Gray. He didn't let Pritchard turn, he kept them out there, and Pritchard had to use support. Burchin under this. Lemon almost intercepts. Cross comes Armstrong. Cascarino beats Swindlehurst this time. Hooked away though by Bennett. That's David Smith. Cross goes Kennedy. Gets past Kennedy. Gates there helping. And good play by Eric Gates. Usually the one man who stays upfield. In this occasion though it's Burchin. Gates has come back to help out. And what an important tackle he got in there. Gates playing out of his skin this afternoon. There's a shot blocked by Swindlehurst. Out comes Hesford, gathers safely. Doyle, looking for Burchin. Burchin gets the crossover, but straight into the goalkeeper's arms. Pritchard doesn't control that. Gates underneath it. Proctor didn't get it, bounce. Deceived him. Good interception by Doyle, but it didn't run for Lemon. Swindlehurst versus Cascarino again. Cascarino this time is fouled by Swindlehurst. And Swindon only got into these playoffs by a whisker. They were in 8th place going into the last matches of the season. And it's only because they beat Bolton Wanderers 1-0 and Bristol City and Notts County, their rivals for the playoff position, both drew, that Gillingham found themselves in 5th spot. Now, Gillingham dangerous here. The ball bobbing away. Hesford gets a huge cheer for pushing that one away. It was from that sort of pressure that Ian Hesford conceded one of the goals. He flapped at it, but that time he was more decisive and got the ball away well. So he got an extra special cheer from the Sunderland fans behind that full well-end goal. And as I was saying, Bristol City and Notts County both drew, and Gillingham therefore clinched that 5th spot. Swindon and Wigan backing it out in the other promotion place as Proctor brings the ball skillfully past Quo and away for Sunderland. But Lemon there racing forward, Gates on the far side, but Proctor hasn't seen him, gives it back to Kennedy instead. Kennedy going forward, Quo gets in with a good tackle. Sunderland pick up the loose ball through Proctor to Doyle. Steve Doyle. Doyle with the cross, looks for the far post, and there's another header, this time coming in from Birchin. But Kite holds it safely. And Phil Kite once had 2 loan matches at Middlesbrough when he didn't have his place more secure with Gillingham. Doyle again, short one for Lemon. Lemon nutmegs his man, but covering was Les Berry. That was Pearce beaten by Lemon. So Doyle with a quick throw, trying to find Gates. Berry though, and it's Smith back to his goalkeeper. Half an hour gone, Sunderland lead 2-1. Both goals by Gates in reply to an early goal by Pritchard for Gillingham. Bennett gets up, hooked away by Swindlehurst. Nobody on the left though. And Haylock can't keep it in. Throw for Sunderland. Kennedy trots up to take it. Gray. Kennedy. Armstrong, Kennedy. Gates. Oh, and almost a pile driver there from Armstrong. He forces a corner. And after that slow start by Sunderland, they're looking very good. So Mark Proctor's gone across to take the corner. Swings the ball in. It's in there. Yes, I think it crossed the line. No, I think there's a penalty being awarded for a handball on the line. Yes, indeed. Gates looked to have forced that ball over the line there. He got the last touch, but a Gillingham hand kept the ball out, clearly demonstrated by referee Mike Peck. So Mark Proctor had a penalty down at Gillingham, which he scored from, and now he has another one here at Roker Park. Kite will certainly remember where Proctor put that penalty. He put the penalty to the goalkeeper's right. That's the far post as we look at it. What will he do this time as he takes the penalty? Mike Peck just instructing Kite not to move, to stand on his line still until the ball is struck. So forward comes Proctor and misses. He put the ball straight at the goalkeeper and the keeper saved it. And there's Sunderland offside. Proctor slow coming out after missing that penalty. And it was a poor penalty, straight into the middle of goal. And fortunately for Kite, he hadn't committed himself either way, so it went straight to him. So Sunderland miss a penalty for the second home game in a row. But it's still 2-1. And the full end crowd stunned into silence just for a moment. Throw to Gillingham. And there the crowd doing well, getting behind Mark Proctor, trying to lift him after that penalty miss. Free kick to Gillingham. Pritchard, the man, fouled, and it looked as though Mark Proctor was the man to foul him. 3 Gillingham men over the ball. Quo, Greenall, in fact David Smith there as well, and Elsie. This free kick further in than the one that Dave Smith floated across, but Greenall, it's off the wall. Away, not very clearly by Mark Proctor. He found Bennett though. Bennett half got the ball away, but he makes up for that miss. Now he gets the ball further downfield. The danger cleared for the moment for Sunderland. Trevor Moore on the far side signals the Gillingham throw. Bennett. This time Swindlehurst cleared. But not, Gillingham making advances through the throws in they're getting at the moment. That was a dummy by Cascarino. It didn't quite come off. Gates fouled by Lesbury. Quickly taken and offside. Birchin offside. Birchin saying, I wasn't really ready for that, as Kennedy tried to beat the offside trap. So the kick was taken, if anything, too quickly. Greenall. Away by the Sunderland defence. Quo. And that was a tantalising ball in. Smith! Oh, and a flying clearance there by Frank Gray. Proctor. Through is going Lemon, but the ball loose. Lemon fell over. And very correct a mistake by Smith. Swindlehurst. Bennett managed to hook his foot round the forward, and that was Cascarino. And Cascarino looked questioning at the referee, looking for the... And that Cascarino again. Cascarino was looking for the free kick before, but he was crowded out there, and Cascarino could only concede the goal kick to Sunderland. Good flick by Birchin. Pearce. Goalkeeper on his area, wanting the ball back, but sensibly the ball is thrown downfield. Cascarino again. And a marginal offside decision against Howard Pritchard. But online is sufficient to be offside, and there the flag of Fred Young of York, the linesman on this side, clearly indicating the offside. Belted downfield to Birchin. Greenall beats him to the ball. Bennett, strong header forward, and Quell manages to head it back to his keeper. Swindlehurst versus Cascarino again. Neither man got the ball that time. Cascarino. Oh, and the chance here for Gillingham. And David Smith so close. Dave Swindlehurst was instrumental in just preventing David Smith from getting to that one, allowing just enough time for Hesford to come out and smother it. Gates in the forward position, cleared though by Pearce. Bennett backheads it on. Cascarino fouls Swindlehurst. Looks around in dismay at the decision going against him. But he's that sort of player. He'll give 100% all afternoon. And so, of course, will Dave Swindlehurst. And it's very, very important that this man, Tony Cascarino, is kept quiet. And so far, Dave Swindlehurst's done an excellent job in that respect. Kennedy, Proctor, Armstrong against Quo. Quo gets the ball back to Haylock and is cleared. Cascarino lays it off to Elsey. Elsey across to Smith. And a good challenge by Steve Doyle. And the match appears to have settled down a little after its frantic beginning. That's Graham Pearce, formerly with Brighton, with the throw-in. Flick on there by Weatherly, but the ball cleared. Berry only finds Lemon, neatly laid off to Proctor. Gates dummies to Haylock, but Berry covering. Cascarino against Swindlehurst, and yet again Swindlehurst has it. And an advantage played there by the referee, a good one too, as Haylock was in space. And the corner conceded by Gary Bennett. That was to thwart the Howard Pritchard, the Welsh international. And no, free kick's been awarded to Sunderland. It looked for a moment as though the corner had been awarded. That's Bennett having come off second best in that tussle for the ball. And Steve Smelt running around the track to see if he's needed. And the goalkeeper gesturing, and the referee saying that Steve Smelt can come on, but Bennett is okay. There was some doubt about Bennett's fitness before this match, but he's fit enough to play, and the Sunderland won't want him to go off. Kennedy, Proctor, that's the Proctor with the header, looking for Lemon. Now Lemon has the ball. Doyle, short for Proctor. Proctor a 1-2 with Gates, didn't work. Although Doyle keeps the attack going, Proctor beats Quo, lays it back to Kennedy. Looking for Armstrong. Greenall is there first and lets it run for the goal kick. Armstrong wants the corner, but the goal kick already awarded. So just 3 minutes left in this first half. Sunderland lead 2-1, and they've also missed a penalty. Kennedy wins that one against Weatherly. Neat turn and lay off. Doyle. Merchant. But Gillingham play that one efficiently enough out of defence. But they're in trouble again. Armstrong, Gates going forward. Oh, he hesitated there, but he gets it back to Armstrong. But Gates could have gone straight for goal there. Armstrong tries to pull it back, can't do so, and it's Weatherly back helping out in defence, who finds the only man up front, Howard Pritchard. Now Gillingham going forward again, but Cascarino would have done well to get that one. That's Gray. Sneaks the ball through to Armstrong, but a bad ball by him. Both sides beginning to misdirect passes, and offside, clear offside decision there. Gives Sunderland a free kick. Gray didn't look as though the offside was from that position either. Looked further out. The play going on. Driven forward, away by Greenall. Hey, that was Weatherly to Pritchard. Haylock. Cascarino gets the flick on, but Swindlehurst covering as it goes through to Hesford. And some excellent football being played by both sides. The game just showing signs of going a little quiet in the last few minutes. Although Eric Gates, if he'd gone straight for goal, had a gap for a few seconds, but it was quickly closed down. Gates again, and Gates has certainly played very well today. Got a knock in that tackle, and Steve Smelt arriving, and Gates looks to be in a little bit of trouble. Swindon's away record this season, they've had 7 wins on their matches away from home. They won 2-1 at Newport and at Port Vale. They won 1-0 at Rotherham, Bristol Rovers and Blackpool. They beat Bournemouth 2-0, and they won at Carlisle 4-2. And incidentally, Gillingham are the only Division 3 side to do the league double over league champions Bournemouth. And their 4 draws were 1-1 at Darlington and Swindon. They drew their 1-1. They drew 2-2 at Fulham, and they drew at Swindon 2. Throw in then to Sunderland as Steve Smelt goes off, Gates having recovered. They had 3 1-1 draws away from home and 1 2-2 draw. As Armstrong takes the throw. Some hold up. Gillingham's substitution, in fact, coming in injury time at the end of the first half. So on comes David Shearer, and off has gone Mark Weatherly. Looks to be hobbling down the tunnel. Now the throw can be taken. Armstrong looking for Bennett, Greenall covering. It's back to Armstrong. Armstrong, a good one. Proctor, Bennett. Bennett keeps it in, tries to turn. Ball still in, Armstrong. Still Armstrong, but he runs it out. A minute and a half of injury time gone into the end of this first half. Kite, a long clearance. Swindlehurst beaten by Cascarino this time. The ball played neatly across for Smith. And just for a moment, Elsie was clear in the middle. It's still Smith. Tries to get past 2 men and succeeds. It's Quo. Quo gets round Armstrong, and the Gillingham players were caught in the Sunderland offside trap. The offside flag didn't come. That was because the Sunderland defence stayed out, and if the Gillingham men had moved forward, they would have been offside. And there, the half-time whistle, a satisfactory first half for Sunderland, not without its shocks, particularly the one in the second minute when Pritchard gave Gillingham the lead from a free kick by Smith. But 2 goals in 5 minutes by Eric Gates gave Sunderland the lead. Then Proctor missed a penalty about 15 minutes before half-time. So the scoreline as the teams go off at half-time, Sunderland 2, Gillingham 1. Welcome back to the second 45 minutes of this end-to-end playoff match between Gillingham and Sunderland. The aggregate score level at 4-all after the first half of this second leg match. And the Sunderland substitute, David Corner, has just celebrated his 21st birthday, so he'll be hoping to get onto the field in the second half. But Gillingham have certainly played their full part in a pulsating match so far here this afternoon. Sunderland then to kick off, leading 2-1 in this match. And an immediate feel of the ball for Hesford. And if the scoreline stays as it is at present, there will be 15 minutes each way extra time, although there's just been a free kick awarded to Gillingham. and then whichever team has scored more away goals at the end of extra time will go through. If that's level, then we go into penalties, as Alan Kennedy prepares to take this free kick. But capably dealt with by the Gillingham defence. Ooze from the crowd, but no danger at all. Cascarino gets the better of Swindlehurst this time. Proctor picks up the loose ball. Gates. First time flick might have set Birchin underway, but Sunderland still have it. Armstrong delays his kick just too long, and a free kick awarded to Sunderland, a little off the ball incident. David Shearer, the Gillingham substitute, former Middlesbrough player of course. So Frank Gray will take the free kick. Weatherly the man to go off for Gillingham, his place taken by David Shearer. Sunderland clear that one, but Gates helping out in defence loses that one, but the throw goes to Gillingham, although the Gillingham man miskicked. Now it's to Sunderland. So Armstrong with the long throw. Birchin nods on, but only for the goal kick. Swindlehurst wins in the air this time. Gates, but Gates' header wasn't a good one, and Armstrong had to slide the ball away into touch. Paul Haylock. Pritchard. Across to Smith. But Lemon and Doyle between them rob him. Lemon runs into trouble. Quall. Neat ball through to Cascarino. Floats the ball across, but too strongly. Smith trying to get there, and Doyle wins the throw for Sunderland as Quo is lying in the middle of the field, and on comes the Gillingham trainer to attend to his midfield man. And these two teams have met once before. That was way back in 1908 when Gillingham, then known as New Brompton, beat Sunderland in a cup tie. Sunderland took the lead in that match, and then New Brompton came back with 3 to win the match. And playoffs are nothing new to Sunderland either. Exactly 90 years ago this season they were involved in playoffs. Sunderland finished second bottom of Division 1, Burnley finished bottom in that year. Notts County won Division 2, and Manchester United, then known as Newton Heath, were the top 2 in Division 2, and they played off, and Sunderland came through that safely enough and survived in Division 1 until 1958, when they were relegated for the first time. So they've been under this sort of pressure before. As Quo gets to his feet rather groggily, the physiotherapist goes off and the game can resume. And Quo it is, straight into action. Just the sort of thing you don't really want when you've been injured. Bennett, a tremendous tackle and then almost a mistake, but he got it through to Heswood. The weight on the ball just enough to get past Shearer. Hesford looking for Birchin. Proctor. Doyle. Oh, that was a bad one. Not decisive enough there by Doyle. And Gillingham win the eventual throw. Doyle, good header there. And Proctor into touch. Paul Lemon, a determined run, gets the ball to Gates. But Gates again rather slow. He could have helped that ball on its way to the overlapping Armstrong. Instead, out comes Hesford and concedes the penalty. Oh, Hesford had no real chance, I think, of getting to that ball. And no hesitation, straight to the spot. Hesford has his arms outstretched, but Howard Pritchard was always favourite to reach that ball. And it's a penalty to Gillingham. And it's Greenall taking the captain's responsibility. And referee Mike Peck having firm words with Gary Bennett and Ian Hesford. And now Hesford has the chance for some glory to try and save this penalty kick. Greenall to take it. He saved it! And it's still not clear, and the ball eventually goes into the net. He saved it, but Gillingham got the run of the ball. It's Cascarino who I think eventually got the ball into that net. And Sunderland, having saved the penalty, saw the ball eventually find its way to Cascarino, and from there into the back of the Sunderland net. So it's Sunderland 2, Gillingham 2, just 7 minutes into the second half. He saved the penalty, but couldn't hold it. Certainly, absolutely no blame to Hesford on that occasion. In fact, he almost did earn that glory I was speaking about. Now it's 2-2. Proctor has the ball. Looked for Virgin. Gates didn't quite control it properly. Doyle. Swindlehurst up and under. And almost a Proctor shot at goal, not quite. Across comes Gray. Gray back into the area, 5 Sunderland men waiting for it, but it's cleared. Lemon doesn't control it properly. Doyle, he stops the Gillingham progress. Bennett, a great shot, just wide of the post by Lemon. And Kite, totally unhappy with his defence there. Few words of advice from the goalkeeper to the back four of Gillingham. But it's 2-2 at the moment. Cascarino, Bennett, Armstrong, Kennedy wins the throw. Kennedy Gates, fouled by Haylock. Kennedy thought about a quick one, but now he takes a more deliberate one, just cleared by the Gillingham defence. Doyle across to Gray. Gray forward. That's a poor header. Armstrong looks for Gates. Gates chests it down. Virchin gets the shot on target. An awkward one, but well held by Kite. And noticed that Swindlehurst was there, had the ball come away from the goalkeeper's body. Bennett wins, but fouls his man, David Shearer. So a free kick to Gillingham. LC to Haylock. Good turn by Pritchard. LC. Looks for Quo. A great clearance by Swindlehurst. It was awkward. Shearer. Pearce into the centre. Bennett away, helped out by Swindlehurst and by Doyle to Lemon. But Doyle's pass, a forlorn hope, I think, for Gates. Berry always favourite to go to win that one. Now Gillingham beginning to tighten their defence, close the game down. Drawing 2-2. That's all they need to go into the final of the playoffs and to send Sunderland into Division 3 for the first time in their 108-year history. LC, Cascarino, Shearer, just couldn't control that one. Bennett, the covering Sunderland player. In fact, the free kick has been given to Sunderland. Offside. Swindlehurst beaten by Greenall. And Gray will let that one run through. Proctor under this with Greenall. Greenall gets up well. Oh, and a dangerous piece of play there on the part of Steve Doyle. And Doyle being spoken to. Fortunately, no contact was made between boot and face, but it was certainly dangerous play on the part of Steve Doyle. Cascarino's header. Cascarino again. Good header by Armstrong, then by Proctor. An overhead clearance. Bennett, neatly controlled. Beats Quo. Elsie gets the ball back though. And some good defending by Gillingham. Pearce. Poor ball by him. Swindlehurst. An equally poor pass. And play becoming just a little scrappy at the moment. Gates tries to flick on. Greenall clears. Cascarino. Through comes Quo. Cascarino. And Shearer. Cascarino. Oh, but he miscues it completely with the goal open. And Sunderland have a let-off. Proctor is fouled by Greenall. So Sunderland have the chance to put a bit of pressure on the Kent side's defence. The Gills, as Gillingham are known. So Proctor with the free kick. That was aimed for Birchin on the far post. Gillingham make a mess of that one. Birchin has it for Sunderland. If he can get the ball over, he doesn't, but he does win a corner. So Mark Proctor comes across to take it. Bennett is on the far post. Lemon. Gates is in there. Lemon has gone to the near post. Swindlehurst's gone up. Quo heads away though. Armstrong beaten to the ball. And Gillingham it is who win the throw. Pierce for Gillingham, with 16 minutes gone in the second half. Sunderland 2, Gillingham 2. Gillingham lead 5-4 on aggregate. Pierce with the long throw. Cascarino heads on. Pritchard gets round Armstrong. The ball across for Cascarino, who fires wide over the head of Dave Swindlehurst that time. Cascarino on his own. If he could have brought that ball down, it might well have scored Gillingham's third. As it is, he snatched at it and it went way wide of goal. Gillingham coming forward again. Cascarino, and good play by Hesford on that occasion. Brave enough to come out. After the last time he came out, he conceded the penalty. But all credit to the Sunderland goalkeeper for being brave and courageous enough to do the same and deny Cascarino what, just for a split second, looked like a golden chance for Gillingham. However, they do have the corner. Les Berry on the Sunderland goal line. Good punch away, but still Gillingham on the attack. LC with the shot, good save. And Gray nods behind for another corner, but a good save there by Hesford. The shot fired in by Carl LC. This time cleared by Frank Gray. Haylock back in, but no chance for Pritchard to catch that ball. And there you see the Gillingham supporters, the Union Jack flag held aloft. They've had a long travel this afternoon to see this match, but so far it's with full justification. Quo back to his goalkeeper. Doyle against Smith. Doyle to Swindlehurst. Swindlehurst balked. Shearer it was, now it's come to Smith. Pierce, Quo, Shearer, Quo, chance for Shearer, oh, and Shearer just couldn't catch it. It's the goal kick, the last touch was by Shearer. And again a brave piece of goalkeeping by Hesford. He put Shearer off just enough to make the former Middlesbrough player lose control, and the ball trickled over the goal line. And Hesford will be thankful to take this goal kick. Some great pressure by Gillingham, increasing in confidence all the time. But Sunderland have that one. Gray looking for Armstrong over the head of Haylock. Haylock gets there and concedes the corner. So Proctor runs across. That was a penetrating ball by Frank Gray, forced Haylock to concede the corner. Gates on the goal line for Sunderland. Swindlehurst just moving up to join him. And there's a good one, off the line by Pierce for That was a fine header. I think it was by Swindlehurst. And it was off the line by Pearce. Beat the goalkeeper. But that's good defensive work. That's what the job is, on the post. And that's exactly where Gary Pearce was. So a long throw by Armstrong. It's back for Armstrong. Gates. Armstrong. Gates again. Flicked on by Bennett. Hooked away by Cascarino. So he doesn't just put them in at one end. He clears them at the other as well. Proof of his total commitment to the Gillingham club. Throw by Doyle. Doyle once more. This time Proctor coming to take over. Lemon in the penalty area. The target was Bennett. Bennett! Just couldn't get there. Gillingham bring the ball away. Screams from the full end crowd for the penalty, but no reaction whatever from either set of players as Swindlehurst can't cut out that clearance and Cascarino is free. Cascarino gets the deflection off Swindlehurst for the corner, but Swindlehurst did well to get back. So play switching from one end to the other within seconds. Halfway through the second half, the score tied at 2-2. Gillingham that vital goal ahead, 5-4 on aggregate. As the corner comes across, and Hesford turns it behind for another one on the opposite flank, but a free kick awarded to Sunderland. Good play by Birchin. Haylock. Out comes Hesford. Loses possession. But Birchin, of all people, back there helping to cover. No, rather it was Doyle. It was Steve Doyle. Still the danger not cleared. Neat play by David Smith. And Bennett strong enough to tackle David Smith. And it was Steve Doyle with a cool piece of play. Rescued Sunderland then. Quo. Pritchard. Doyle. Neat return ball from Lemon. Gray. Kennedy. Proctor. Armstrong is fouled. Slightly late challenge by Haylock. And Gordon Armstrong certainly felt that tackle. Kennedy waiting already to take the free kick. Taken to Proctor. Cross for Doyle. Doyle. Haylock brings the ball away. Pritchard doesn't control. Lemon. Gray, but a foul throw against Doyle. The ball not thrown from over the head. And linesman Trevor Moore spots that. And the throw, it now goes to Gillingham. And Armstrong still feeling the effects of that challenge by Paul Haylock. Steve Smelt comes on to see to Gordon Armstrong. So both players have a slight respite from this pulsating match. Not quite as fast as it was in the first half, but even though Gillingham are ahead, they are quite prepared to go forward and attack, looking for the goal which could well seal it up for them. As it is, the game is still open, both sides still in with a good chance of winning. in front of an excellent crowd here at Roker Park. Armstrong okay. Steve Smelt runs off the pitch and the game resumes. Doyle to Gates. Armstrong looks all right now after that treatment by the Sunderland physio. Oh, Gray tried to dummy Quo, but he fooled Proctor as well. Now Pritchard. Overlapping there is David Shearer. Across comes Bennett. Shearer gets past Bennett, but not past Kennedy. Armstrong, Kennedy overruns it slightly. Gillingham regained possession. Sunderland throw. Gates is fouled. Gates extremely good at screening the ball. It makes life very, very difficult for defenders. They have to wrap their foot round him to get the ball and often concede free kicks like that. That's Berchen's header. Lemon going in. Still Lemon. And it took some desperate defending there by Graham Pearce to close down Paul Lemon. And that's one of Lemon's strengths. He makes late runs into the penalty area. Players who do that are difficult to pick up. But there's only Gates against Lesbury. But the clearance not so good. Armstrong. Kennedy. Looking for Burton on that far post. Too strong. So away come Gillingham. David Smith. A good run down the left. Still David Smith. Ball looked for Shearer, but cool play by Kennedy to deny Shearer. Armstrong under this with Haylock. Armstrong gets a touch. In comes Lemon. Gates. Gates faced by Berry. Gets the ball across. And behind by Greenall for the corner. So Sunderland not lying down as they've faded badly in recent games in the second half, but they certainly haven't done that in this match. They know their second division lives depend on it. As Proctor is about to take the corner, but for some reason Mike Peck has delayed it. Now he says the corner can be taken. Cross it comes, fisted away by Kite, just away from Bennett's head. Doyle going for it, wins the throw. Doyle with the long throw. No, it's short to Gates. Gates back to Doyle. And a booking, I think. The first booking of the match. And Gary Pearce of Gillingham, the man going into the referee's notebook. Referee wants a word with Gates as well. I don't think he's booked Gates. Only Graham Pearce. Sunderland have a free kick. Doyle, the man on the ball. And 5 Sunderland, 6 Sunderland men in a queue waiting to head the ball. All wanting to make late runs in. Over it comes. Bennett away by Pritchard. Back to Proctor. Proctor wide for Armstrong. Armstrong back to Proctor. That's a good ball. But Proctor's ball to Gates not good enough. Snuffed out by Carl Elsey, who wins a throw for Gillingham. Just 15 minutes left for play. If the game doesn't go into extra time, for Sunderland to get one more goal. Gray through to Proctor. Cole across the challenge. Proctor shields the ball well, finds Armstrong. Armstrong keeps it in. Early cross. Comes across for Doyle. And a desperate clearance by David Smith. The ball hits the corner flag and goes out on the corner side for Sunderland. Armstrong going across to take the corner. Gates and Lemon, the men furthest forward for Sunderland. Bennett on the edge of the penalty area. So too Swindlehurst and Birchin. On the edge of the area, Gray rather. It's coming for Birchin. Proctor shields the ball away. Kennedy there in support. Kennedy has it. Kennedy, Bennett flicks on, looking for Gates. Lemon went in strongly, but it was well held by Kite under pressure. Referee having a word with Lemon as Kite clears. Kennedy beaten in the air, but Shearer doesn't keep the ball in. And David Corner on the far side, waiting to come on. And the number 3 being held in Steve Smilt's hands, so it looks as though next time there's a stoppage in play, Alan Kennedy could well be the man to come off. And I think that David Corner might well be thrust into a forward role to try and get a bit more height into that Sunderland attack. They've got some already, and Cascarino, fortunately for Sunderland, is offside. And Cascarino brings the ball back quite sportingly. You don't often see that. And now the substitution can be made, and it is Alan Kennedy to come off. It's a tactical substitution, I'm sure, and it will be interesting to see where David Corner goes to. Kennedy goes off. Corner comes on a couple of days after his 21st birthday, and he'll be hoping to celebrate this afternoon. Free kick taken by Swindlehurst. And the goal kick as Armstrong's header flew wide. And Corner has gone into the back to join Dave Swindlehurst, with Bennett staying in a more forward role. And Bennett looks like he's staying up front to join Gates and Birchin. Pritchard, Cascarino, neat layoff to Shearer. Shearer, a dummy, but fortunately Sunderland get it cleared. Now Armstrong going down the Sunderland right. Birchin. Birchin back for Armstrong. Armstrong in the penalty area, can he get it back? He can. Bennett misses it. An open goal, still not cleared. Gates just doesn't get there. A brilliant tackle there, that was by Greenall, and Armstrong caused havoc in that Gillingham defence, but Bennett just missed with his head. Swindlehurst, Armstrong, it's Lemon, and the flag is up, the ball is out of play. Disappointment by Paul Lemon. But if Bennett had connected with that, it could have been 3-2 for Sunderland, but he didn't. Pierce with the throw. Hooked away by Doyle to Gates. Gates flattened just outside the penalty area. Berry, arms outstretched. But Sunderland have a free kick. About a yard outside that penalty area. And straight away, Proctor is there and thereabouts. Armstrong there as well. Armstrong the first to move. Gray over the top. Just a layoff, a roll to Frank Gray. and Frank Gray hoping for a repeat of that goal he scored against Barnsley, but this time it was not to be. And David Corner gets his first touch of the ball, having replaced Alan Kennedy. Swindlehurst under it, away by Greenall. Cascarino against Swindlehurst yet again. Swindlehurst comes out on top this time. Bennett against Berry. Berry wins, but it comes to Frank Gray. Wide for Gordon Armstrong. Will Gordon Armstrong go for the line? He does. With a good defensive block by Haylock. Proctor with the corner. Corner has gone up for this. It's short. Gray. Back to Proctor. Good ball. Proctor to the far post. It's there, is it? No, it's off the line from Virchin's header. And Sunderland unlucky enough to see that one go behind. And Pearce again clears off the line for Gillingham. That was a lovely header by Virchin, but off the line by Pearce, who's done that twice now for Gillingham. Swindlehurst loses out to Cascarino, Shearer, Gray, and Corner there. And Sunderland win the throw. Gates to Bennett, but Berry gets a foot in. So does Proctor. Throw goes to Sunderland. Gray to Bennett. Bennett wins another throw. But this time the throw given to Gillingham. Bennett can't believe that one. But he must have got the last touch. It was only about a yard away from the linesman, Fred Young. Now Smith breaks for Gillingham. But Proctor did well to come across and win that one. Bennett against Berry once more. Berry again wins. Gray, Armstrong wide to his left. That's where the ball goes to. Armstrong round one man. Goes for the line, but loses control. And the goal kick given. Time fast running out for Sunderland. It's 2-2 this afternoon. 5-4 to Gillingham on aggregate. And only 5 minutes left as Gates tries to send Bennett through, but cool play by Greenall clears the danger. Corner. Proctor. Come to Gray. Virchin. Lemon still going. Free kick not awarded. Play on, says the referee. Cascarino against corner, but the ball beats them both into touch. Gray, but Armstrong slow to respond, but the ball had gone out. Pritchard couldn't keep it in. This time Gates the man looked for. A diving header away by Carl Elsey. Cascarino. Gillingham can't control that. Gates flicks on to Bennett. Bennett offside. You could see that clearly. Bennett just a shade nearer Gillingham's goal than was Greenall. The two captains together in shot in the centre circle. Berry to take the throw, the free kick rather. Gray clears. Throw to Sunderland. Armstrong. Finds Gates. Gates flick on. Away by Pearce. Corner back in. Throw for Gillingham. Gray, Lemon. And that's Doyle. And it's Hesford coming way out of his area. Hammers the ball downfield sensibly. Bennett flicks on. Birchin lays it back to Gray. In goes Bennett. Goalkeeper fists away. It's back in. But Kite fists it over. And Greenall was there as well. So Gillingham, although they're having a lot of pressure put on them, are defending well. Proctor with the corner. 2.5 minutes left of normal time. And Sunderland must score within that time to keep the match alive. Away by Gillingham. Back in by Armstrong. Armstrong could get this again. Beats Quo in the air. Gates. Back header for Bennett. Bennett scores! Yes, it's a goal for Sunderland. Just 2 minutes before the end of normal time. It's 3-2 and Bennett the hero. 2.5 minutes from Division 3 and Sunderland get themselves a lifeline. Bennett in the 88th minute. A looping header over Kite. It's 3-2 on the day. The aggregate tied up at 5-all. 2 minutes to play and extra time now looms. And out of the blue, Sunderland snatched the game out of the fire. And listen to Roker Park. I've never heard anything like that this season. And is it possible? Can they get another? Not if Gillingham defend the way they've been defending so far. Now corner. Hammers the ball forward. Armstrong looking with it, gets the header. And very, very near. Birchin in bravely. Into the last minute. Swindlehurst. Haylock. Lemon. Bennett beaten, but it's come to Birchin. Good layoff to Doyle on this far side. And the ball away behind. Slight over-eagerness there. The game into injury time at the end of the 90 minutes. And the score identical to that which happened at Gillingham last Thursday. The home side leading 3-2. Away by Swindlehurst. Bennett flicks through. Berry hooks away. Gray quite happy to see that one go into touch for the Sunderland throw. And Gray taking the throw. Birchin back to Gray. Armstrong into the centre, away by Berry. Another Sunderland throw. A look at the watch by referee Mike Peck from Kendal. Gates. A great shot. Oh, that was a tremendous shot by Proctor. It got a slight deflection too, but equally Phil Kite got right behind it, smothered it completely and made a fine save. Corner wins for Sunderland. Quo. No offside flag. Cascarino. Swindlehurst does well to keep Cascarino quiet. He has to concede the corner. Another look at the watch by the referee, Mike Peck. Over comes the corner. Corner in there. Hooked away by Proctor. And there goes the whistle. It's extra time. Sunderland have won this afternoon's match by 3-2, just as Gillingham did in Kent on Thursday. So it's 5-all on aggregate. And on comes Bob Stokoe. There he goes in the white mat to encourage his Sunderland boys to another 30 minutes. On to has come Keith Peacock for Gillingham. So I think it's quite fitting that this tie should go into extra time, because both matches, both legs, have thrown up some very, very exciting football. And I'm certainly delighted that we're going to see an extra 30 minutes of this match. And just listen to the crowd as the teams take a couple of minutes break at the end of 90 minutes. And the three match officials have played their part in this as well. They've let the game flow. The referee boarding with his back towards us, Mike Peck. On his left, Fred Young of York. And on the far side, Trevor Moore from Bradford. And it's a question now of who are the fitter side in this extra 30 minutes. Armstrong's going up down the tunnel. So too is Steve Doyle, but I think they'll be back on before the match gets underway. You're allowed just one substitute rather in these games. And both sides have already used their substitutes. Mark Weatherly was the man to go up for Gillingham, to be replaced by David Shearer. And Alan Kennedy was replaced for Sunderland by David Corner. So the first half of extra time about to get underway, with 15 minutes each way to be played. And in this first period of extra time, Sunderland will attack the Roker end goal, the goal to which they attacked in the first half of the normal game, and remember, at which they scored 2 goals. They were leading 2-1 at half-time. Then they missed a penalty. Then we all thought that Swindon had also missed a penalty, but the ball broke to Cascarino waiting on the left, and he made it 2-2 on aggregate. And Sunderland were within 2 minutes of going into Division 3 when Gary Bennett popped up with a dramatic winner to take this match into extra time. And if it stays like this at 3-2 for Sunderland, we'll then have even more drama with a penalty shootout. So Sunderland about to get the first half underway, and in fact they're going to the Roker end, the Fulwell end rather, in this first half of extra time. And straight away onto the attack. Bad ball though. Quo picks it up for Gillingham. Quo again. Pritchard. It's short though. Gray gets it away. Quo once more for Gillingham, but again he makes a mess of it. Gray. Neat play between Birchin and Gates, and Bennett caught offside. Corner, beaten by Cascarino, but the ball away into touch from Swindlehurst. Haylock finds Pritchard, and the corner conceded by Gray. He did well to stop the cross, but he did concede the corner, so Gary Bennett comes all the way back to help in the Sunderland defence. Armstrong on that far post, Bennett on the near post. And the foul as the ball was headed away by Keith Birchin relieves the pressure on the Sunderland goal. And the way both legs have been contested, it would have been a pity had this been settled over 90 minutes. A very, very even 2-leg tie is this. The bounce beats Birchin. Doyle loses in the air. Shearer. Swindlehurst. And the free kick awarded against Swindlehurst for the tackle on Shearer. Quickly taken by Pearce. Pritchard. Another corner for Gillingham. And Gillingham look very good when they come forward. Pritchard across to take the corner. Berry's gone forward. So too Breenall. Cascarino in the penalty area. Smith at the far post. The ball swung across. Turned in by Smith, partially cleared. Pearce. Wide for Pritchard. Punched away by Hesford for a throw. And that was a good decisive punch by the Sunderland goalkeeper. Plenty of power behind it. Quo. Elsie's cross. Oh, and it's turned in by Cascarino. The ball bobbled through the Sunderland defence, and Cascarino strikes again for Gillingham. 3 minutes into the first half of extra time. It's now 3-3, and Sunderland have to start all over again. And Roker Park stunned by that goal by Cascarino, except for the Gillingham fans away to our right, behind Hesford's goal, who were overjoyed. Pearce lets that one run out for the throw. Bennett. The ball swung in. Armstrong. Quo missed kicks. Lemon. Quo this time much cooler. Gets the ball neatly away to Smith. Smith going forward. Cascarino. Sunderland have to press now. Corner coming across to cover Cascarino. Up in support is Haylock. Cascarino gets it past corner to the far post, but over the goal line. Shearer was waiting on that far post. Hesford looking for Birchin. The clearance picked up by Lemon. Finds Doyle. 3 men waiting in the centre. There's a deflection and it's gone for the corner. Gates, Bennett, Birchin inside the penalty area, now joined by Swindlehurst and David Corner. Just outside the penalty area, Doyle, Lemon and Proctor, so plenty of men forward. Swindlehurst gets the header, Haylock clears, Gray, Proctor, Doyle can't turn, now he can. Lays it back. No, he doesn't. He keeps possession. Swindlehurst didn't get it properly. So the goal area clears as Kite relieves the pressure. Corner. Berry overhits that one to Cascarino. Berry a back header. Kite picks up, does well. Right in the corner, as you can see. Swindlehurst and Corner together. Proctor. That was Corwell across to Pearce. Bennett going to stop the back pass. Swindlehurst. Only in a touch though. Gates. Bad ball from him though. David Smith with the centre. Away by Corner. Oh, that was a neat one by Doyle. Proctor. Back to Doyle. If Doyle can reach it, he can't. Pearce keeping Gillingham on the attack. Cascarino, scorer of 2 of Gillingham's 3 goals. Oh, and that was a good shot by Smith. Now Sunderland may be able to break Birchin, but Bennett's gone too soon. So Graham Pearce with a free kick. Trying to find Cascarino, but Corner beats him to it. Shearer. Doyle does well, but finally loses out. Smith again with that centre. Gray, it's just an up and under. Not really cleared properly. And driven over the top by Shearer. But that sort of opportunity was on. Halfway, just over halfway through the first period of extra time. On the day, the scoreline is 3-3, with Gillingham ahead on aggregate. Haylock, chased by Armstrong. Armstrong wins it, but sees the ball go out for the goal kick. Cascarino gets the header. That was Shearer, but Gray steps in, but only puts it into touch. And Sunderland need to recapture some of that flair they had in the last 5 minutes as they battled desperately to rescue the match. They have it to do again. Haylock, flicked on by Pritchard to Cascarino. That's corner there, challenging Cascarino. Cascarino trying to keep the ball in the corner. Possession football at the moment. And the decision is the throw to Gillingham. So this time, Welsh international Howard Pritchard takes it. And, would you believe it, an offside flag. Proctor gets the header. Virchin. Lemon. Missed kicks but gets the ball to Swindlehurst. Swindlehurst forward looking for Gates. With Greenall well above him. Helped away by Pritchard to Cascarino. Lemon. Swindlehurst. Drives it forward to Bennett. But he's beaten by Pearce. Bennett. Steve Doyle. Round Smith, but not round Pearce. Across comes Proctor to take the corner, to take the throw in. Gates the nearest man to him, but he's gone for height. The ball dangerously in there on the corner. Scrambled behind by Pritchard. Both sides look extremely dangerous when they go forward, and that's Armstrong across to take the corner. Gates on the goal line. The ball curled in. Corner. Oh, and into the side netting. That was from Paul Lemon. And as I was saying earlier, he turns up in all sorts of unexpected places. And that wasn't far from being the Sunderland goal. David Corner. Corner again. 4-1, Haylock clears. Only as far as Gray. Armstrong. Back to Gray. Too many white defenders there. Push. Free kick to Gillingham. Paul Haylock with the free kick. Cascarino beats corner in the air. Shearer tries to flick it on for Pritchard. Now the chance of a Sunderland break. Greenall denies that chance. Elsey. Smith wants it wide, receives it. Faced by Doyle, gets round Doyle into the penalty area. Oh, and that one right across the Sunderland goal from David Smith. And it was David Corner who got the last touch. And could well have denied Cascarino waiting at the far post. But it is a corner. Just over a minute left in the first period of extra time. Over comes the corner and the push. Sunderland free kick. There too, a push by Greenall. Free kick to Sunderland. Mark Proctor to take it. Swindlehurst. Gates. Oh, and a brilliant interception by Paul Haylock. Underway by Pearce eventually. But that was a really brilliant interception by the Gillingham fullback. Appeals for offside. Not given. Gates does well to get it back to Doyle. Doyle's cross. Berry intercepts. And David Smith has it. But corner takes it away from him. Swindlehurst drives it forward. Bennett comes for Gates, does it? No. Proctor, Armstrong. Armstrong's cross. Berry away. David Smith coolly finds Cascarino. Gray being tested for speed. Gray equal to it. As we come to within seconds of the end of the first period of extra time. There in fact goes the whistle. So Sunderland have another 15 minutes in which to pull this match out of the fire. Straight round, says referee Mike Peck. No consultations at half-time. The match must continue without interruption. Just enough time for the teams to change ends. And now Sunderland will be attacking that goal at the Roker end, where they scored twice in the first half of normal time of this match. A fine hand for Hesford. Now Gillingham about to kick off at the start of this second period of extra time. Well, we know now that the match will not go into penalties. So at the final whistle, we'll know which of these sides stays in Division 3 or goes into Division 3. Gillingham have already scored 3 away goals to Sunderland's 2 down at Gillingham. So now, in fact, Sunderland need to score twice. (4-3) will not be good enough for Sunderland because Gillingham has scored 3 away goals to Sunderland's 2. So Sunderland must win on aggregate. Gates intercepts. Bennett, but nobody in the penalty area. In fact, Bennett fouls his man. A free kick to Gillingham. And the crowd not happy with the way that Gillingham are seemingly delaying things, but I wonder what would have happened if the situation had been reversed. Good clearance by Swindlehurst. And Swindlehurst again. Berry. Corner, boots the ball forward looking for Bennett, but cool play by Graham Pearce. Smith. Swindlehurst to corner. Paul Lemon hooks it forward. Doyle, Lemon, Gates, across to Proctor, Proctor wide for Armstrong. Armstrong wide. But that was a good move by Sunderland. Right across the field, stretching the Gillingham defence. But Armstrong couldn't put his shot on target. Gray. Free kick for Sunderland. Frank Gray, the man to take it. Bob Stoker out of his dugout, watching anxiously. Proctor keeps possession for Sunderland. Swindlehurst drives it wide for Bennett. Bennett's good header, and it's there! Oh, a tremendous goal by Sunderland. Oh, what a brilliant goal that was. And it's Keith Burchin, the man to breathe life back into Sunderland. 4 minutes into the second half of extra time. But they must score again. 4-3 is not good enough. Sunderland must score once more. But we've seen both sides attacking. We've seen 7 goals, and the match still has 11 minutes to run. And the crowd know as well that Sunderland need to score again. One more, they're shouting. And a real tussle for the ball on that far side. Won by Howard Pritchard. Pritchard trying to keep possession. Knocks it back for Haylock. Haylock's centre. Shearer. The two number 12s together. And the move breaks down. Sunderland have a throw. Can they do it? Proctor. And a handball against him. Free kick to Gillingham. No, in fact, the throw-in to be taken again. Haylock. Cascarino drives one in, but wide. And you can't afford to give Cascarino much space. It's Sunderland 4, Gillingham 3. Hesford. Bennett there, so too Greenall. He's played tremendously well at the heart of the Gillingham defence, has Greenall. The ball out for a throw. And Armstrong running to give the ball to Paul Haylock. And this time, the referee whistling, wanting play to continue. It's Cascarino. Keeps the ball away from Swindlehurst. Pritchard gets round his man. Still Pritchard. Trying to keep the ball as far away from danger as possible, away on that wing. Wins the throw for Gillingham. And the referee, Mike Peck, going to have a word because they are delaying things somewhat, Gillingham. But still, the throw just now taken, backheaded by Shearer. Cascarino got the touch, in goes Smith to challenge Hesford. Good play by the Sunderland goalkeeper. And quite wisely drives the ball first time. Greenall under it, beats Gates in the air. Quo, Shearer. And Proctor couldn't quite get there to stop the back pass. Exactly halfway through the second period of extra time. Driven into a touch by Swindlehurst. Driven across by Pearce, away by corner. Throw to Gillingham. Pearce. Good control. And the ball once more going into the corner. So this time Sunderland clear it. Lemon delayed a little too long, but Sunderland do have the throw. Mark Proctor back to Hesford. Now the drive downfield. A long deep one, Bennett under it, so too Greenall as ever. Lemon finds Doyle. Short from Doyle to Gates. Gates forces Greenall to concede the corner. And Mark Proctor goes across to take it. Into the penalty area come Swindlehurst and corner to join Bennett, Virchin and Lemon, who are already there. Hooked away by Pritchard, finds the one man up front, and this is a break. David Smith gets round Doyle. David Smith, this could seal it, and he puts it wide. That's the danger when you go on all-out attack. David Smith did very, very well to get round Steve Doyle, but his final shot was well wide. Credit to Hesford to come out to narrow the angle. So Sunderland breathe again. Armstrong fouled by Pritchard. Just under 5 minutes to go. Sunderland 4, Gillingham 3. Gray wanting people closed up into the centre area, into the penalty area. Lovely hanging free kick, fisted away and back in. Bennett there, but so too the Gillingham defence. Doyle right across to take the throw. Leaves it for Armstrong. Back headed by corner. An important header by Greenall. Doyle's missed kick goes straight to Quo, and Quo's clearance is bad. Allows Sunderland to come back again. Gray waiting for the right moment. Decides it's now. Virchin flicks on. So does Swindlehurst, and offside against Proctor, I think, in the centre. Bennett hasn't heard the whistle. Neither has Haylock. The flag was up a while ago, and just a slight altercation in the penalty area between, I think it's Virchin, in fact, and Berry. The referee having a word with them. And referee Mike Peck just cooling things off quite sensibly. The offside flag had gone. It is a free kick for Gillingham. And it looks like the booking for Keith Virchin. So that's one man on either side has been booked now. Pearce for Gillingham, and now Keith Virchin for Sunderland. The referee will be adding time on for this. It's an official stoppage. So the booking complete. Kite will take the free kick. Just 3 minutes left, plus stoppage time to go at the end of this match. Gates. Strong play by Lemon, won that one. He's fouled, but good interception, good advantage by the referee, Armstrong. The ball into the centre. Oh, just above the head of Virchin on the far side. But the throw will go to Gillingham. Swindlehurst fouls his man. And that'll be a relief for the Kent side to win a free kick in that position. Cascarino beaten by corner. Proctor, good header to Lemon, but Lemon overran it. But Sunderland have the throw. But they want the ball down at the other end. Time is fast running out. Sunderland must score again. Doyle taking rather a long time to take this throw. And that one's going to Hesford. Thought about giving it to Gray, but decides that the ball should be in the other end of the field, and he's quite right. Bennett flicks on, but covering is Greeno, who misses his kick. Can't pass back, that's cut off, but gets the ball away all the same. Throw to Sunderland. 1 minute left, plus stoppage time. Virchin leaves it for Doyle. Cross comes Quo. Quo wins it. Throw to Sunderland. Proctor with the throw. That's Doyle further forward. I'd have thought that perhaps Armstrong could have come across and taken this. Proctor takes it though. Gates, and that's an easy one for the keeper. Kite, high up and under. Cascarino, the throw for Sunderland. Doyle, Proctor forward. Very cool clearance. Can Gates get it? Yes. Back to Doyle. Doyle forward. Very away. Quo, Pierce. Cascarino loses out in the air. It's back for Gates. Doyle, and Doyle's pass looking for Virchin, away into touch, as the groans of the crowd tell you. And we've now had half a minute of stoppage time. It's Kite with the ball. A long look at the watch by referee Mike Peck. But play continues just for the moment. Doyle, away by Berry. Swindlehurst can only nod it away into touch. Another look at the watch. And Gillingham won't be in too much hurry to take this throw in. That's Graham Pearce with the ball. Cascarino waiting in the centre if the ball comes over. David Smith. Pearce! Good play by the Sunderland goalkeeper. And gets the ball. One last chance for Sunderland. No, there isn't. It's Division 3. Sunderland have won 4-3 on the day, but it's Gillingham, the Kent side, who go to meet the winners of the Swindon-Wigan tie in the final of the playoff. But at least Sunderland can go off with their heads held high. They've given it all this afternoon. Nobody could have asked for more of them. To score 4 goals and not stay in the second division is heartbreak. But you must remember that the season is over 42 games, and sadness for Sunderland. Next season they'll figure in Division 3. The final scoreline, Sunderland 4, Gillingham 3, as we say goodbye for this season from Roker Park.
Great sporting moments. side is the one that drew 2-2 at Newcastle. Addison, number 6, is the only full-time professional, but 7 of them have got Football League experience. Newcastle United make 2 changes from the first match. Moncur is back at number 6, and at number 7, Viv Busby, whose loan from Luton Town expires this weekend. The referee today is Dennis Turner of Cannock, and it's Newcastle United defending the goal to the right who kick off to start this third-round replay. Extra time, remember, if it's a draw after 90 minutes, and the winners play West Ham.